Here's this Kobe statue news.
Oh, did it?
Next year. 8/8. Supposed to be unveiling too. So it could be the 8 and 24. It could be a combination of both, and then one with maybe Gigi, maybe. Who possibly knows? Like, those are the kind of like speculations that are out there right now. So,
I mean, it is definitely Gigi. They definitely one is going to be for Gigi.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know like how people are like excited about and what they're talking about, and like this, the outcomes of the statues.
Besides being Kobe's daughter, why is Gigi so revered?
The potential.
Yeah.
The potential.
Her potential of like any child. You know what I mean? Like the potential of what could be.
True.
We don't know, and it's handicapped.
And she was coming from.
Like the potential of any child.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us just been thinking basketball.
Yeah.
The potential of any child.
But we don't talk about the rest of the children that's on the crash. So that's why I'm asking.
Well,
We don't talk about the rest of the people.
because
that's on the crash.
unfortunately we don't know too much about them. You know what I mean? Like if we knew it, it's also Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean?
That's why I said besides being Kobe's daughter.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good one.
Speaking of her, like, she did bring a lot of potential to the women's game as far as what she could have been, being Kobe's daughter.
And Kobe being
that
at the games
younger.
with her.
Yeah.
Being at the games with her and that. And I just don't think it's just like a lot of people leave bands, so to speak, because it's like Gladys Knight and the Pimps, it's an afterthought, right?
What could have been.
Yeah, like you don't really know the backup singers, unfortunately, in situations. When it's a highlight of a name.
But a statue?
Who's saying it's going to be a statue of her? That's what y'all hearing?
No, that's just speculation.
not of her, but they said something. There's going to be a tribute to her in one of the statues.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
That's what I meant.
See,
not an official statue.
Like the 2 on 24 being highlighted, you know what I'm saying, because she wore number 2 or something like that. But if they gonna do 2 statues,
it's definitely gonna have to be.
That does give it some credence that she gonna be included. Why would they do 2?
I mean,
statues?
you got an 8 and 24. He wore 2 numbers, 10 years each. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they want to do 2 statues.
Why not?
He got 2 jerseys.
They 2 of his numbers.
Yeah, but that's not 2 statues.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so what? I mean, he's had iconic moments in both. Why not put 2 statues of 8 and 24?
Because nobody else has 2 statues.
No one has 2 retired numbers either.
Word.
So he's unique. So why not?
I mean, they really are pushing the narrative that Kobe is the best Laker of all time.
But he's not here anymore either. And he's revered as one of the top.
I'm a Kobe guy, of course, but
that's what I'm saying.
I like things to be like, you know what I mean? How it's supposed to be.
What's supposed to be? Like,
what's supposed to be is what would have been done if he was here. Now, I understand the Gigi tribute, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. Not a full statue of her, like.
Or with him?
Something like that, maybe.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, I would think that.
But then again, why?
Yeah,
I'm gonna check this out.
If they do a statue of her and him, then it got to be away from basketball. It got to be represent something else.
We don't know.
I'm just saying. I'm giving you my opinion.
Yeah.
Like if I see a statue of him and her, like I'm not thinking basketball.
But is he not deserving? Let's just say, for instance, Gigi outside. Is he not he shouldn't be awarded 2 statues for wearing 2 different jerseys and being iconic in both?
No, not in my opinion.
So how do you?
And
how
listen,
do you
this is coming from who think Kobe's number 1 all time. Kobe's my guy.
How do you encapsulate his entire career? Then I guess is my question. You
with
can't
a
do
statue.
It but I'm saying, how do you do it?
With a statue, like
yes,
you've
but
done everybody
again,
else.
he's wore 8 and 24 before. So
a lot of people have worn different number jerseys, played in different arenas, different teams. We're talking about Kobe as a Laker.
Yeah.
We could do 1 statue for Kobe as a Laker. He doesn't need 2 statues for 8 20 years. 24. That's crazy.
I'd like to see that. A non-Laker fan. It's just a disrupting of the industry and such an iconic player and an iconic figure to the city of A and to the world. Because, like you said, it's you get 1 statue per person. A lot of these people have 1 number.
It's not a criteria. It's not that you make it seem like that's requirement or that's law. No, that's just logic.
That's the
norm. There's 1 person. He had 1 career. Like, yes, the jersey number as far as being retired, he had 2 different jerseys. But you're not going to. So it's not 2 different guys.
You want to see an Afro Kobe statue? And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see that.
If we're doing a bunch of statues, I like to see a statue of him dunking on a bunch of people, a different statue to fade away on LeBron, him on Jordan. I like to see a whole bunch of. But we're talking about
those potential images could be highlighted in a career, in a statue. Two iconic images from 8 and 24. I think that'd be dope as fuck.
A statue is supposed to immortalize you as an individual. There's not two of you. It's one. It's supposed to encapsulate
two
everything
numbers
and be it. Like a statue's infinity is forever.
Two numbers.
Like that's it.
But,
it's
so
Kobe
question. So hold on.
Yeah,
So question. So what number are you putting on the statue?
I don't care. I'm
the
putting
individual.
Kobe Bryant on the statue. Kobe is not a number. We're putting a statue of the man. That's what we're doing.
So you're gonna put
Hey,
him in a suit?
was a player.
You're gonna put him in a suit waving? Like,
So-
that's the man?
It could be.
Or I
Stop.
was thinking that
Stop
I would
it.
love to see him as a winner on top of the table when he was throwing up the 5 after he won the
The confetti?
Yeah.
like we
that-
give it
I
too
would love
much
to see
power
that
to
one.
the jersey number. It's Kobe Bryant.
Wait,
That's
so,
why we celebrate.
hold on. So it's gonna include both numbers, 8 and 24, include his daughter Gigi, and Vanessa Bryant as a part of it.
Designing it, obviously.
They doing too much, man. They doing too much. I love it. Like, his family's nice, but
This is why, like,
they're doing too much.
a police officer can't investigate a case that he's involved in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Vanessa Bryant cannot design the statue for her late husband. That's supposed to.
Nah, you
Like,
definitely.
that she's not looking at it from a Lakers perspective, and I'm sorry that that's what it is, but it is. That's what we're not.
You don't think she's a fan of Kobe?
Of course, she's
She
a
does-
fan of.
so
Kobe,
she doesn't
but
have
she's
iconic-
But she's.
I'm saying
I
you-
can't
It's her
reduce her
husband,
to a
man.
fan of Kobe.
I'm saying-
conflict of interest,
Yeah.
DJ.
No, hold
Conflict of interest, a real
I'm
in
not
thing,
terms
bro.
of-
reducing
in
her
terms
to a
of
fan of
when
Kobe.
you
She's
write a
way
song, like when
much
you
more than that.
when you write a song, there's a team of writers. She has input, creative input. You wouldn't think. I'm not saying she has she probably has the final say, yes, but creative input, she
Damn,
has a big
final
voice in
say?
it. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I don't know if it's a
Jesus
final say, but she has
I agree
creative
with
input.
the final say. Yeah, she got a final
She-
say. Yes or no.
Jesus
She would have
Christ.
creative
Oh,
input.
because her daughter is gonna be in it.
That too.
No,
That's
because she's representing Kobe at this point. That now she, like, if I don't want my husband represented in that way, she has a right to say no. But even if Kobe was alive, I wouldn't be like, "Hey, yo, Kobe, what's your input of what you think you should be immortalized?"
Wait,
and how
what?
not?
I'm saying when they design their sneakers,
Bro,
they
that's
have
a little
input.
too far,
Nah,
bro.
you don't.
This is the image
This
of
is
stuff that should be
that-
forever.
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
see, but my
like,
fault.
you
It
see
says
the
she's
final
involved with
result
the
and you
plans.
say yay or nay. But you don't be like, nah, I want this design, this. Like, no, you're
You
not a
definitely have
part
input.
of that.
You definitely
Like,
are
this
input.
is a tribute to you. This is what
When
people
you're-
are giving
When
you.
you're creating a shoe, a sneaker, they have input on what they want.
This is not, but they're selling that. That's a
But this
merchandise
is forever.
that you're selling.
You're going to be
not selling
immortalized.
this.
You're going to be immortalized
This
forever.
is a tribute to you that
So,
other people
you wanna
are
be
giving
showing
you.
it the right
So
way.
my thing is,
Have you seen the Cristiano
I'm agreeing-
Ronaldo-
Whoa. Go ahead.
The Cristiano Ronaldo statue.
So people,
No, have you seen it?
No.
People
No.
People
No.
Can you
erect
put the
their own statues. That's what you're saying right now.
Cristiano Ronaldo?
People people, because that's what they say. People erect their own statues.
No.
That's how they do it. That's how they do crazy, right? People build their own statue.
Like, look at
No,
but
people
look at
don't.
but look at the statue.
Yeah, but they
Which
don't
one?
do it themselves.
I'm
though.
just-
They'll
but I'm
give
just
you
saying.
a
I'm
tribute.
just saying. Yeah.
What is this?
Cristiano,
Oh,
Christian,
man.
whatever the fuck this nigga.
Is this
Ronaldo.
real?
This is one of the real statues
That's
that someone made of him.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, this is when you don't have creative control over your image and your likeness. Buffoonery happens,
Nah,
dog.
yeah, that's fine. That's crazy.
Yo, you
Right?
bugging, son.
But there's, hold on, not even that. There's
You
a,
bugging,
there's a,
son.
so the former owner of the Washington Redskins, now the Washington Commanders, Daniel Snyder, Sean Taylor, one of the most revered football players that the Redskins ever had. They had a statue of him. Like, they made this big promotion, and they had a regular ass statue, as if you went to Dick's Sporting Goods and the mannequin was standing there, opposed to an actual statue. So there's like some credence to like having input on something that's you forever. Even though Sean Taylor's not here because he passed away,
Hey, yo,
but his family has to have
statue-
some kind of input.
a statue is a tribute. If they messed up on your tribute, my guy, that's how much they valued you. Like you're
Nah.
given a statue. You don't go and create your statue. Like, I'm sorry, that's how it is. If someone gives you something, this is life. Someone gives you a gift. You could, however the gift is, and however you feel, you accept it.
So
in
as
most cases, unless you find it disrespectful.
As an NFL Hall of Famer, you have a bust. You just have your head, just like the Ronaldo, and you sit there for hours as the sculptist or as the creator sculpts your face, and you have input. Not change this, change that. So I'm pretty sure the family member, as Vanessa, would have input on what the statue looks like.
No,
I'm not trying to argue this
face
all day.
Wrong.
But
You got my face wrong.
Yeah, but that's still, because it's forever.
I don't like my cheekbones change and make my cheekbones higher. That's not
how
you.
Do we know?
They're making your face.
But you're standing right.
If the person makes a mistake,
they're doing
you don't
it
like how
to
you're
you.
represented, you can say no.
Exactly.
But you're not changing.
So you don't think Vanessa will have input?
Yourself.
I don't want to continue to talk about this subject. I mean, speaking of Hall of Fame, we had the Hall of Fame inductees last night that happened last night with Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki.
I don't know how y'all just come off of it like that. That's crazy.
What do you think? You have something else to say about it?
That's wild. As a nigga that's had somebody sculpt a picture of him that did not like the shit, I would like input.
Thank you.
What did you say?
I did tell them I didn't like it. I'm talking about my brother Black.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't like how he made a picture of me. I just didn't like it. Shanique didn't initially like it either. Of course, it grew on me specifically because of the love I had for him, but I just didn't like it.
And that was a yay or nay. Exactly what I've been saying. You wasn't there in the process saying do this, do that.
I was not.
Okay, he presented something to you.
And I still accepted it. And especially because of the work and stuff. And again, time passed, it grew on me. Okay. You feel me? But we were on this, me and my fiance were on the same page. We didn't like how it kind of represented me.
Right.
So it didn't like it.
And that's your opinion. And that you, like, you know what I mean? Like,
but
I've received a lot of gifts that I necessarily like, damn, this is what you're going to give me? And then later on, it became useful. Like, or it never became useful. I didn't like it. But you accept the gift. You accept the tribute. Like, you're not tributing yourself.
Hey, yo, your grandma back in the days ain't give you a bad gift?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you do? You smile, give her a kiss on the cheek. Like, while your parents is looking at you, making sure you ain't got the ugly face on. Because you're accepting the gift.
This is forever, though, man. Yeah. But again, all right.
But I agree. I think that it should only be one statue, but I think it should be a statue of Kobe, as Ronnie is saying, right? And if anything, we can have two jerseys hanging over his back, if anything. But I think it should be, if we're going to do, like, outside the box here, I think it should just be a statue of Kobe. Right, unlike not a basketball move or something like that, just Kobe as who he is. Kobe is outside of basketball at this point. If we want to make statues different right now, and with two jerseys hanging over his shoulder, one on this side, one on the other side, and I think that's how we immortalize Kobe, not just this basketball Kobe, but just Kobe overall, right? But the two statues thing, I think is crazy. I don't think he should have his family in the statues. She didn't do nothing for basketball.
I'm kind of with that.
All right. I just wanted to say that. That was it.
I'm kind of with that. You know what I'm saying? You feel some type of way.
No, I don't feel a type of way. I mean, I can understand both sides.
How you going to feel? They put two Patrick Ewing statues outside
He don't deserve it, dog. He don't deserve
it.
You know he don't deserve it.
What you talking
about?
I
mean, I like the fact just as a creative and as just the imagery of it and what it looks like. I just like that because he has such iconic moments in both of the numbers. So I would just like to see that immortalized.
When Kobe was asked about his two numbers, he laughed and just joked about it. Like, it didn't, like, that's our interpretation of the two jerseys. Like, oh, he got added two jerseys, it's too cool. Now, it was Kobe had one career.
I'm just being a fan at this moment. I mean, I'm getting ridiculed for being a fan of, like, I just want to see two jerseys, two statues of two different jerseys. That's all.
I don't know about the two statues, man. And
if anything, they'll probably do like
a number in the front and then a different number in the back.
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say they'll probally do some shit like that.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be dumb as hell.
Why? Why is that dumb?
That's just trash.
That's what I expect, though.
That doesn't go. That doesn't work.
How?
It just don't look right. It just don't look good to me.
Y'all talking about like a statue gonna be walking around and moving. It's in one place. You only gonna, if you're looking at the back, you're gonna only see the back. You're not gonna see the front as well.
You know there are statues that walk around and move, right?
Isn't the point of a statue is to be statuesque?
Nah,
not moving.
I don't
like you only gonna see the statue from one angle. Like, you know what I'm saying? How is that
No
dumb?
one's gonna take if he's crouching over, whatever the fuck he's doing with the number 8 on the back. No
If
one's
he's
gonna be
crouching over, then you're
like,
only gonna see one
I'm
number.
just saying,
You're
but
not gonna see the
you're
other
not gonna
number.
want to take a picture. Like, you wouldn't want to take a picture like that.
But if
I
you're
wouldn't.
taking a picture, you're only gonna be on one side of the number.
I'm saying if you have the back of his head, the back of his body, I don't want to take a photo like that as a fan.
Man.
What are you talking about?
If he has the number 28, 24 in the front, right, and number 8 in the back, and I'm gonna choose to take a picture with the number 8 on the back, with no Kobe face or nothing.
Now you can take two pictures.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to. That's the back of his head. Like,
take two pictures now. Nigga. Two different statues.
You don't do that.
Edit photos,
Photoshop. Kobe just out there, like, right?
No,
I put a hologram of this nigga, like,
oh man,
you see the meme of him shooting a free throw but moonwalking. I just want the hologram of him out there doing that for you. Like, nah, man, this nigga is one nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give him one statue, immortalize him that way, and we good money. Like,
I'm with you.
It's gonna be 2. Mark my words. Just saying.
2 Kobe statues.
Mark my words. Yeah. What's today?
Then that
August
answers the
3rd,
question
August
of
13th?
the greatest Laker.
Yeah, that does.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't want to hear that question no more.
That does. That's the greatest.
Who's
Laker
arguing
period.
that?
He's not considered the greatest Laker.
No, I don't know. I've never heard this before.
It's always been Magic.
Yeah, Magic Johnson still reigns as the greatest Laker. That was before Kobe's death. Unfortunately, someone's death does have an impact.
What did you say last week?
I don't know if
about Kobe.
Last week?
About Kobe. What did you say last week?
What you mean?
You were like saying you don't like the fact that people are like now revering him as a top 10 player of all time. No, I'm saying. No, I'm saying. Speak to that point.
I'm a lifelong Kobe fan.
Yeah.
Kobe's been my
Facts.
number one since day one.
Yeah.
Since 97. You know what I mean? So I know how people viewed him. Up until his retirement, up until his death, I know how people viewed him and where he was considered. It's a little extra added now. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say that on camera. You want to shout me out?
I'm saying that. But it's a great point of view because to your point, a lot of people do
agree.
say
Like I said it, and I feel that way. It's like now everybody has them in their like top 10, top 5, like. Just a couple years ago, people was like, when they put him top 8, when they put him at number 8, people was like, he should be 12. How y'all got him above Hakeem, blah, blah, blah. Like, that was the narrative.
But that's the reason why I wanted to bring it. I'm not to like throw you under the bus or anything like that.
I'm just joking.
Just your perspective of like the situation, because I agree. They definitely weren't talking about him.
Yeah,
at all.
So I don't want to make it seem like he was in the 20s and now he's top 10. It wasn't that big of a jump.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, right now, people are talking like there's no question that he's top 10. No question, like he's almost top 5. That wasn't the case a couple years ago when he first retired.
What do y'all say? Yeah, is he obviously top 10? And
absolutely, for me.
Okay, is he the greatest Laker of all time?
I think he's the greatest Laker of all time. I understand in my top 10 list though.
Of Lakers or NBA players?
Of all time. Okay. Period. NBA. I have Magic ranked above Kobe.
Is it because of what he
did? That's a new thing.
Because he's a point guard? Is that why?
Nah, it's like when you really review Magic's career, he won. Like he won. Like he came in, he won, and then like he was a winner. Like the way he played, and you look at his stats, like this nigga did what had to be done. So as far as his career, I think Kobe's the better player individually, but Magic contributed to winning in a facet that I don't think Kobe reached or was, you know what I mean? I think Magic's career is better. Yeah, it's debatable.
Yeah, I don't think Magic's career is better, but I'm biased.
I go with Kobe, but
no, like I'm biased. I'm a Kobe fan too.
I'm a Kobe fan too.
Yeah,
but
like
I'm telling you, this was a new thing. Like I grew up saying, ain't no way. Kobe's better defensively. He's better offensively. Yeah. And I just left it at that. And he got 5 chips. Da, da, da. I left it at that. But then, like, the intangibles, the winning, the, like...
leadership.
Yeah, just coming in from
day one.
You know what I mean? 9 finals, 5 chips.
Yeah. Like,
always there. Changed his game, stepped up in any way that you wanted. Like,
Yeah. Good, all good points. How much years Magic did in college?
I think he did all 4.
Nah, I
No?
think he did
Or 3 or 4.
I don't know. I was just asking, but that makes sense too. You know, the Lakers were really nice back then. Like really, really nice back then. Lakers were nice when Kobe came on the squad too.
They had potential. They weren't that good, but I know what you mean.
Well,
though.
like
Lakers
who was
was
it?
nice
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Eddie Jones and them. And
Lakers were nice too.
Vic Van Exel.
Yeah.
They have 4 All Stars.
Lakers were nice too.
Yeah.
But you know, I can't scoff at 20 years, man. 20 years is 20 years. But I also agree with what you're saying because what I didn't like was when Kobe returned from those Achilles, it's like the whole world started to fall in love with him in a different way. You know what I mean? Like the competitiveness wasn't there. Like at a certain point, the competitiveness wasn't there anymore. That's why that 60-point game to walk off was so fucking big, right? Everyone tries to make it seem like all the Jazz were out of the playoffs. They had nothing to play for. Nigga, we watched that together. They were double teaming this dude. They were running after him. They were trying, like once he started, like it started off bad. And once he started to get going, they could not stop it. That was the good point about watching it. But like, nah, for real, the league was like OD friendly with him. He was a little bit. I think he just started to
That was his last year, though.
Yeah, but that was. I mean, even before then, I think before the last year, people were just really nice. Started to be really nice to him. I saw the way that they started to play against him started to change a little bit.
I mean,
but do you think that's with the league as well, with the league overall getting more friendlier, softer?
I think
everybody
Bron
being
that,
cool. Yeah,
Bron brought that cool element, that high school element to it, and I also think the Mamba mentality was starting to gear up at that point, and you're becoming a fan at that point.
the Lakers weren't winning.
Yeah,
but
we weren't at all.
But it's still
competition.
But it's also
At all.
Kobe Bryant, though, the person that you grew up watching and idolizing.
Yeah,
to be on the
but
championship
if
team.
Kobe's
Nah,
coming
but
and trying
niggas
to take
weren't
your
worried.
head off
Yeah.
and trying to win the game, you're not being friendly. The Lakers were no comp.
Yeah.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, like the second to last year, like,
Did not like it.
Kobe was out there, like he still could theoretically move a little bit, but he had nothing around him.
Yeah,
Like,
at
so
all.
it's like, all right, we're watching Kobe. Like everybody's in reverement watching the nigga. But like the Lakers were no comp. And then
Yeah.
the last year it was what it was.
And
you
shit
know
was
what I mean?
even worse than them, like in between years after Shaq left. You know what I mean? Like the squad was just bad, bro. Like we had a
Yeah.
bunch of like kids.
With
And
Parker.
Kobe.
Yeah.
That shit ain't
No
make no
names.
sense.
Yeah, true. True.
But rest in peace to the great, man. Yeah, I never want to ever come across like I'm trying to shit on my guy because we
Hell
both
yeah,
know
you know
that
what
that's
I mean?
my guy.
That's-
But I know he wants respect.
When everyone
the
was
right
hated on him,
respect.
we was there, nigga.
And I know
Nah,
he want
man,
the
like-
right type of respect. He don't
Yeah.
want no funny shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like you are not gonna retire his you are not gonna make a statue of him and his daughter, bro. Like that
Bro,
was
Kobe
not
don't
gonna
do no
happen,
funny
fam.
shit.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Word. All
Yeah, real
respect to
passionate.
Gigi though.
Yeah,
Cause she
All respect.
all respect, because I mean that broke my heart too. I would have loved to see her progress. Like
She looked good, but
wasn't
I don't know
the
what y'all
was,
talking about? Like she was great. Like
Wasn't the playing for UConn,
She
though?
looked nice.
yeah, but she was young.
true.
Yeah, but I'm saying like comparatively to everybody in her thing, I don't know how much better she was than.
Her competition, you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
She was better than her competition, right?
How you know?
There's a couple of highlights
Because
out
we
there.
seen her
I
playing
seen
against her
highlights too.
competition.
But I'm wondering if we was to
All
watch
those
other
was-
girls.
No, I
Like,
Like,
understand.
talking
like
about-
that,
Yeah, I
I
understand.
don't know.
Yeah.
You talking about she was like Kobe, right? In the sense that, there's the LeBrons, the Giannis's, the gifted ones. Like, oh, that person is going to be different. Like, you know what I'm saying? No matter the type of level of work they put in, you could see from an early age, yo, that nigga is going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe wasn't one of those. He worked his way.
Yeah.
She wasn't a physically transformative type of person either. But you could see that she had that Kobe mentality, the Mamba mentality, that she was going to get it one way or another.
She was a worker, yeah.
Like you could see that
Yeah.
at her from that age.
Yeah.
And that, and along with Kobe being her dad, along with the skills that she already had, it was like, yo, she's going to make it somehow,
Absolutely.
some way.
And the
No
resources
arguments
as
here.
well. The resources that she's going to
Yeah.
have or
No
would have.
arguments here. My only thing that I'm saying in regards to any of this, statue?
I agree with you, bro. I'm not with the.
No, but to your point, maybe just him outside as a family man. That could be, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I could think of. You know what I'm saying? You know how they have these images of like them walking into heaven with, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, that's all I could really think of. I don't know. What were you saying, sir? You were saying something?
No, I was
put
saying
that statue outside of L.A.
No, I'm just
You know what I'm saying?
bro, I'm just saying.
Like, that's a statue for the whole L.A. Nigga, like,
throw
that's
it
not
over
a
the Hollywood sign or something.
word. Like,
You know
yeah,
what I
take
mean?
down the Hollywood sign. Like,
Come on, like,
word.
but nah, we talking Staples Center, we talking basketball, we talking Hall of Fame, we talking Kobe Bryant, fam. Kobe Bryant, just the legacy alone, the name alone, the allure alone of Kobe Bryant stands over everything. Any minutia, his name alone is over that, fam. So I don't know why we're diluting, and that's just what it feels like.
I was waiting for you to finish to use that same word. That we're
Who's-
diluting his career.
How?
This nigga's career, basketball wise, on the court. My opinion,
You
this
talking about
nigga
in
was
terms
the
of Gigi?
best.
I'm saying, are you talking about with Gigi, the situation, the statue? Or just in general?
Overall, we're letting
Okay.
like just
Oh, I don't know what
overall
you-
the sentiment.
All right, is that what you're talking to? You're not talking about the statues anymore at this point.
We're
You're just
talking about the statue
overall.
plays
Okay,
into
All
it.
right, I was confused. I thought you were talking about the statue.
Statues
overall.
plays
Okay.
into it. Like, let's focus on his basketball career because his basketball career was that great and is deserving of the statue itself.
I agree.
So, like,
But
that's
this is
what
just
it is.
speculation. These are just people's opinions of what they think.
His basketball career stands
gonna happen.
alone. It don't need, unfortunately, to be carried by the momentum of the love and what we expected him to do. Because all of y'all fell in love with Kobe late. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all recognize this shit late. Like, you know what I mean? This nigga been around and been in the league since 97. Never changed. Was always consistent with what he said and how he approached the game. Y'all caught on late. So don't now add on extra sauce. That's how I feel.
Well said.
You were saying so?
No,
We
I
can
was
cut
just
you
saying,
off.
wasn't she going to UConn? Wasn't that the plan?
Supposedly, yeah, with Gino.
She was in love with you, guys.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's nice and all, but
No.
This nigga.
A statue?
Yo, pass that bottle.
I'm
Swing
all
it
the
out.
only thing I'm
Tough
saying,
critic,
yo,
tough crowd, man.
nah,
Shout out
not
to
even,
Brandon Jennings, man.
because I feel like
What you mean?
Tough
What?
crowd. That's the name of his clothing brand.
oh word,
Yeah, my bad.
that's
But-
pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Tough
My
crowd, tough crowd.
That's
tough
dope.
crowd. That's
crowd.
I seen him talking about it. I ain't know
yeah,
that was
that's
his
his
name,
clothing
though.
brand.
Yeah.
Word.
But the thing
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
really not liking right now, my bad, sir. Just
No, go ahead.
go do your thing, bro. Because I was gonna say, y'all had that Paul George joint on this. It feels like they're trying to make anyone a great player nowadays. Like when they're making up people's names, my niggas, this person is a great player. This person possesses these great. My nigga, like, stop. Paul George is not a great player. Paul George is not the template for what this modern generation is.
That's their goat now, though.
I was just about to say that.
That's
That's
their
their goat.
Stop that,
Hey,
man.
nigga, I'm not saying it.
One person said it.
No,
You said they.
no. A couple like Kai and Anthony, Carmelo's son. A lot of the younger in that age group.
Yeah,
age
he's
group,
saying it because someone else said it, my
maybe
nigga.
that. But I'm just saying, they're on wax saying it.
Like real shit. I feel them. He's not a GOAT though. You can have a team of Paul Georges. Like that sounds great. You know what I mean? But Paul George is not a GOAT, my nigga.
How do you view him?
What, how am I supposed to view him?
No, I'm asking. I don't know. Like if he's not a GOAT, like is he a solid? I'm saying, is he a solid player? What's
Yeah, he's a
so
good
funny?
player,
I don't
bro,
understand.
nigga. He's a
I'm saying,
good
what's your
player.
opinion on him? You just say he's not great. So
how you
expand
grade,
on it.
But you gotta give me first so I can give it. How you grade players? Are you doing A, B, C, D? Like 1, 2, 3?
I don't
good,
really-
great, super. Like, are we judging them based on
Well,
2K
based on
ratings?
however you
Like, how
do.
we
I'm saying
judging players?
however you rate your player. I just want to hear your viewpoint.
He's like, when I'm really
Yeah.
talking about grades, bro. Like, that's not someone
he ain't
that
even ranked.
is mentioned.
I'm just asking a question. Why you killing the messenger? I'm just asking your opinion on what
you
he
know the
thinks.
answer.
No, I mean, because we just
You know the answer.
no. I'm just saying. I just want to hear.
try to set you up to
I'm not-
down Paul
how?
George. Like,
No, I'm not at all. I'm just saying because last week we talked about Jamal Crawford's top 5 smoothest game list.
he's
I'm
on
just-
that list.
All I'm saying is rate him as a player. That's why I'm expanding on his game. What don't you?
I
what
just
does
said you can. It's Paul George. You need a Paul George type player, right? A nice wing player, someone that can guard people. He got length. I don't know about if he's strong or not. You know what I mean? But he has really nice attributes and a nice physical. You know, for the game of basketball, physically he looks nice. But Paul George
His game
himself
matches
hasn't
that
done
too.
enough.
But that's all I'm looking. That's all I was looking for. I wasn't
for
asking you.
people to
Yeah,
people to be
that's all.
trying to talk about GOAT, blah blah. Nah, he
That's
hasn't
all.
done enough. And like,
Yeah. I mean, we all
Clippers
see
ain't
the,
doing enough. Like,
Yeah, true.
I
No.
mean, we all see the potential.
Thunders ain't doing enough. Like the fuck? What are we talking about? This nigga said playoff P and went into depression for 3 years, my nigga. Like, no.
Yeah. No. I agree.
So yeah. About that injury though, you think that affected him for real?
Oh,
Like his
absolutely.
career.
I think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
You
So
can't.
what? You think you'd be like what 20% better?
Oh wow. I mean, back when he was in Indiana, he was on a really mean tear,
He was good, bro.
Yeah.
right?
We forget.
So a 20% Paul George, where'd I put him?
20% better Paul George.
25% Paul George. Let's say he saw
25% better Paul George.
Yeah, without that injury.
I don't know, fam, because he still. I mean, like,
And I don't even think it would be 25. Let's say 15. Let's say 10%.
Yeah, because that's a lot.
You said
Yeah,
10%?
better.
That's a lot.
It depends, man. It's hard to
I
say.
still don't think he's leading the Clippers.
Wait,
So now where does that put him? Right? Because I still think it would be Kawhi's team with a 10% better Paul George.
his best
I
season
still
was
think
with
it'd
the
be
Sun
Kawhi.
Thunder, right?
Huh?
His best season
Was
was
on
with
the Thunder,
right?
Yeah, statistically.
Yeah,
because
like he was
he was
MVP,
MVP
every other
race,
week.
Yeah.
And that was after the injury.
Post-injury.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the best Paul George we could get.
It could have been 10% better.
Exactly.
They're not just 10% better than
Yeah.
that.
I don't know, fam, because his game.
And he was still third or fourth in that
his
season.
game ain't really changed when he came back. It's not like he started playing a different type game.
But I get it. I get it to your point though earlier too. Him not being a great player
Yeah,
because on
that's
Indiana
like
he
a
was
year,
he was the
2
lead
years
dog.
of you like
Indiana he was the lead dog, and then
trying
going
to
to
get back
OKC
to where you
yeah.
were instead of getting better.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
He was
That is
he was
true.
but he's also number 2 on OKC and also with the Clippers. So I mean, to your earlier point, like he's
Yeah,
a
they
good.
tried to make him number
2 or
1 in
3.
OKC.
I know. Yeah, it just didn't work.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because he's not KD, and he wasn't
They
KD.
tried to make KD number 1 in OKC.
Yeah, nah,
Russell Westbrook
KD
wasn't with it.
KD
I'm
was
B,
number
yeah.
1, fam.
I'm 1B, 1A, 1B
KD
around this
KD
situation.
was
he
number
defaulted
1.
to Russ.
Just because
He
Russ ain't
defaulted to
take-
Russ.
Who like
What?
KD.
who
What?
doesn't default
Defaulted
to
to
Russ?
Russ?
The only place ain't nobody default to him.
Look,
he ain't last.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah.
We knew KD was gonna leave. We knew that for a fact. The season before they left, the final season where they
3-1?
blew that, the 3-1 lead, right? Every time KD was talking on the mic, he kept talking about Russell Westbrook in terms of Russ being their best player. I remember them days. That's back when we used to do them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right? He kept talking about Russ being their best player. I knew he was going to leave. That's when the media really started talking about Russ being quote unquote better than KD and shit like that. I knew he was going to leave, bro. He ain't better than KD. Like KD's putting up solid shots, shooting 50%, 65 effective field goal percentage.
Let the
like
NBA
that's
scoring.
KD,
Yeah,
fam.
led the league in scoring.
Like even when he
multiple
went to
times.
Golden State, he still ain't shoot the most shots.
50, 40, 90 guy. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I get it.
That nigga falls in place.
Who?
Jesus Christ.
KD.
Jesus
So
Christ.
what? So what's your viewpoint? He's not the number 1 guy?
Who?
Booker's the number 1
KD.
guy now.
Yeah.
No. So I'm saying anywhere he went, he was never number 1. He wasn't the guy.
He was in Brooklyn, but he ain't play long enough. He ain't play much.
Yeah. I think with KD, you do need somebody that's going to lead the charge. And that's unfortunately why I didn't work with Kyrie, because he was just out too much for it to really be significant, for their team to really like mend and stuff the way that they needed to. He was just out too much. Man, that Milwaukee series, man, Giannis ain't just like put his foot out like that, man. That was a championship for the squad, man.
That was, or it could have been. Who would they face?
They would have
would've
faced Atlanta
Phoenix.
next.
They would have faced Phoenix in the finals, all right?
Yeah.
Phoenix in the
Yeah.
finals, yeah, but Atlanta in the conference finals.
yeah.
Beat Atlanta.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Damn.
Smack.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn.
And then Phoenix.
Yeah.
Smacked them. Chris Paul would have been even worsely exposed.
I don't know.
They
Defensively,
were picking on
Defensively
Chris
who?
Paul. What?
defensively, Brooklyn didn't have no defense.
Who cares?
Phoenix was nice offensively that year.
Nah,
That year, they
man.
could have picked them apart. That would have been a better matchup for Phoenix than
Milwaukee.
yeah.
I agree with that.
And they won 2 games.
I agree with that.
They were up in those other games too.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think the fact that they won 2 games really means much. I think something would have happened to Chris Paul eventually, no
But the
matter
problem
what.
with KD, we all think that he's a perimeter player. He's a big. You got to consider him like every other big, and every other big needs a guard. to lead them and take them and give them the ball. And that's KD.
That's false.
How not?
What you mean?
He always links
this
up with
nigga
the
runs
guard.
the offense at times.
Who?
KD.
Because he can.
Yes.
But that's from like, he can because he can score, not because he could run the offense.
I'm not disagreeing that KD needs another person
That's like
to
you
be
giving
great.
the ball into Shaq.
I'm not
every time
disagreeing
he
he
coming
needs an
down
engine.
low and Shaq's running the offense. Why?
I'm not disagreeing that he
could
needs an
score,
engine.
so everybody's directing against him. That's the same thing with KD. He has the ball, all eyes on him. So he sees somebody commits, he's gonna make the right pass. That's just normal pass. That's not running an offense. That's not point guard capabilities. That's not LeBron.
It's a fact.
Okay.
By no means am I comparing KD and
All right,
LeBron.
all right.
But have they changed that up though?
What?
Who?
The way the assist is nowadays, like
I'm not saying he can't get assists.
No,
I'm saying
how
he
they
doesn't
changed
run
it
the
up.
offense.
The way they're like they set the things up. But I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead. What you saying, Jonah?
Nah, that's fine. I don't think he has to be LeBron. LeBron is just LeBron, my nigga. But KD
I'm saying not LeBron
can run the offense. We're on the same point. Like I don't believe that. I think KD needs an engine. That's why I think it worked good with Russ. It worked good with Golden State. It didn't work in Brooklyn because KD had to also be the engine.
He didn't have the horses.
And he can't exactly. He couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I do think you're right. Devin Booker is gonna be the team's
D-Book.
like the team's like best player,
Try to
quote
tell this
unquote.
guy.
But then
One
when
of
it
these
gets
guys.
to the finals, my nigga, MVP gonna go to KD, my nigga.
You think so?
I think so.
D-Book was on a
It was on the
tear.
verge.
D-Book was on a mean tear.
He was on a
On a
tear,
mean
and he's
tear.
only gonna get better.
What
With
you talking
But
about though?
whoever's in the Eastern Conference, they're gonna get smacked, and KD
Why
gonna put up
why do
buckets.
you think in the finals KD is going to perform to be MVP? But they was getting
I'm
kicked
thinking
out of the
about- I'm
playoffs.
thinking I'm
They
thinking
was
about
getting
who.
kicked out of the playoffs,
I'm
and Devin
thinking-
Booker stepped up.
I'm thinking about who comes out of the East.
Who?
Knicks.
Wait, what?
What?
Don't
The
mind
Knicks.
this nigga, man.
The Knicks, man. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Whoever
man.
comes out of the East, there's no guarding KD, with the exception of the Celtics. But there's just no guarding KD. Yes, there's no guarding Book, but I think KD just, for the most part, he's just so efficient.
There's
But we're also forgetting about Bradley Beal though too.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Damn,
Good
my
help.
shit.
I ain't even going to front.
I completely
He
forgot
could help
about
KD,
Bradley Beal.
To your point, he can help both of these niggas, man.
Damn,
Yeah.
I forgot.
and he's a
And-
shooter.
Yeah,
Like he's a catch and shoot.
off the dribble.
He's a get two screens, get it off the
Yeah.
one dribble, pop.
You
Take it
have
to
to
the
keep your
rack.
eye
Yeah.
on that nigga running around.
Yeah.
a little
Jesus
bit.
Christ,
Yeah.
bro.
So
He
it's-
might be the
Yeah, I
biggest benefactor in
Yeah,
this.
like
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
bro.
But
Whatever.
like,
Tomato. KD's still one of the best in the world. I just think he needs an engine, and Book is the engine in this case.
Facts.
they're gonna need a point guard or something, man.
I still agree with that. They
I
didn't
do
sign no
like
point.
Booker kind of nice as a lead guard though. I like him. Like
Yeah, but not the point.
Wait, didn't they say?
You don't like him day to day?
Wait, didn't they say
No,
Bill was
I
going to be the
don't.
point?
Who?
I heard they said Bill was going to be the point.
Nah, you can't do that.
I like Booker as a lead guard, but not as a point guard where now he's gonna have to make decisions between Bill, KD, and himself. But when it was just him and KD,
Yeah,
I like that. He could be the lead guard at that point. Cause he was that when the Suns was sucking all them years, when it was terrible and they had no guards.
Yeah, he was
like
that.
he was de facto
guard.
that.
yeah.
So he could do it.
Yeah,
But
just
now
not
that he
point
has
guard.
to like be a Chris Paul out there
But
and
I mean,
like divvy up between
Y'all have like
them
Frank.
two.
That's why
Yeah,
that's why you just need a guard that can shoot, like a point guard that can shoot.
I'm saying like
You don't need no other attributes. He just needs to be a point guard that can really
He
shoot.
needs to be a leader and could. You got 3 scorers out there.
Yeah,
They're all going to look to score then pass. Like you're gonna need someone
Yeah.
out there who
to orchestrate.
could. Like maybe he doesn't have to handle the rock in terms of a Chris Paul
Yeah.
point guard, but he has to have a commanding presence.
Who
He
can you
needs to
think
be
of?
able to bring the ball up and down the court, make the right pass. But
Yeah.
I'm saying more than anything else, he does need to be able to shoot because
Right,
when this
right. I
game
agree
starts
with that.
going down to crunch time, Book is going
Who
to be
do you-
that lead guard or
who do you
KD
envision?
going to be lead. What?
Do you guys envision a player off the top of your head that could be a point guard for them?
Lonzo Ball.
I mean, that's
Man,
not gonna
that
happen.
would be great.
It would be great,
And
but
that's defense
unfortunately-
too. Wow.
This nigga can bring up Lonzo every podcast.
I love that dude. I love all
Every
my
podcast.
Lakers, man.
He's nice.
I
I'm
love
saying
all my
Frank
Lakers.
Vogel,
It
being
just
a former
sucks.
Laker coach, do you think he's knowing him and his tendencies,
Just
what do you think he
sucks,
does?
man. It
Really
just
sucks.
sucks.
Realistically, though, who?
Do you think he just has? I'm saying, do you think he just has Devin Booker just running point
I mean, at this point,
until they
Yeah,
find a
him and
serviceable
Beal.
solution?
Yeah, Frank Vogel's gonna have set plays and set things, so they may not need a traditional point guard. They may make do with what they got.
I'm
But
saying they can
what's
have a Derek Fisher, my nigga. That's what I'm trying to say.
but what's like a reasonable point guard? Do you think?
No, I was just saying. What's my man name? He was back with the jaw. Tyrus Jones.
Yeah, he's
Tyus
somewhere
Jones?
right now. He
No, I'm
got-
just saying. I would like that. See that? He's serviceable. He can shoot the open three. He can orchestrate an offense. You know what I mean? Maybe not starter. Maybe starters minutes
No,
because he doesn't
coming
need to
off
be a
the
starter.
bench, yeah.
No, I'm saying like
I
so.
like that. That would have been perfect.
Yeah, so I like that. No,
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm for it. I hope Phoenix wins. I would like to see what's going to happen with the Clippers this year and see if Stephen A
Nothing.
is right and these two niggas need to retire. I don't mean to.
sheesh.
I don't mean to be like that, but like,
That's harsh.
Yo,
I like that effect though.
you know what I'm kind of pissed off about, man? I came in here and these motherfuckers really had me trying to hold my mic.
Shabi, I got you a little desk.
The audacity of these niggas.
I mean, it's comfort. I mean, it looked comfortable to me, and it's cool looking.
Yeah, you got a little.
Now he's
All I
leaning
need
off
is
camera.
one-
You know what I'm saying? He's
I
trying to be
just feel
comfortable.
like I'm an outsider being picked on. I set the record for freaking shots made on their home court.
I ain't
Dudes
see
just
it.
trying to talk about like I ain't do it. It don't matter if you ain't see it. There was a notary right here, bro.
He
Yeah,
got
but
the
there was
numbers
a
mixed up.
notary
He got
right
the numbers
here,
mixed up
bro.
though
There
too.
was a dispute.
Facts.
And I'm going with his numbers to end the dispute. I'm gonna go with his numbers. Oh man. Like I said, I had to bring up the point of who was the first nigga that made a bucket in the NBA, and I ain't know, but that nigga's name is Oscar.
You don't even know his last name.
I can't say
You know what I'm saying? Nobody care about that, nigga.
except he in the Hall of Fame as the first nigga that
Ever made.
He's in the Hall of Fame for real.
That's a record. Put me in the books, my nigga. That's all I'm trying to say.
Run the point Hall of Fame.
The
man.
first points.
Put me in the books.
What 7 for 10? You said.
Seven
So
for
they say.
10.
seven
So
for
they-
10.
Urban
Seven
legend.
for-
It's urban legend at this point,
Yeah,
right?
that's not bad. I'll take urban legend.
I'm saying we don't
I'll
know.
take that too.
We don't know.
You
Right.
just giving this nigga credit.
You know what it
Legend
is.
status.
This nigga know what it
I ain't see
is.
it. Like,
True.
you know what
I'm saying you go by he
That's
say,
all
she
right.
say, right?
That's all
I
right.
told these
That's how
niggas-
urban
That's
legends
all
are
right.
started.
I told these niggas Wilt took a picture. These niggas
But I'm
didn't even
saying,
take a picture.
urban legends are started by he say, she say.
Oh,
Like
man.
one
How
person
you not
viewed
even
it.
documented. We're in a smartphone era.
We will
Is
You
that
don't
how urban
document
legends?
nothing.
You know what I like? We will talk about this for the rest of our lives. I came in your home court
I wasn't even here.
and dropped the
Ah,
record.
Home court advantage don't
And
matter.
then went home after, my nigga. That's what happened. These niggas, the nerve.
Damn.
The Suns,
What we got next?
and the Suns are going to retire Shawn Marion's and Amari's jersey.
I mean, that's cute.
Are they worthy of jersey retirements in Phoenix?
In
With
Phoenix,
no rings?
yeah.
I mean, they don't have a ring to the organization. They can definitely highlight their players. They can join
That's
Barkley in
what-
the
that's
roster.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. Yeah, that's all they can do.
You know what
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
I'm, a
They-
Lakers
I'm
fan,
happy.
Man. I don't know nothing about
I mean,
that.
but speak to that Barry's greatness prior to the knees. You know what I'm saying? And the Matrix being like a multiple position or a positionless defender. Really, he can guard 1 through 5.
Amari dominated Tim Duncan one playoff series.
Facts.
Until
The knees.
I mean, not that Tim Duncan
Oh.
didn't dominate back.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean,
No,
he
I'm
was a
saying-
dominant-
But
That's
for
the
his
shot.
age too,
Yeah.
like
Remember-
being so young.
Top of the key,
You
right
remember?
wing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
word. This
Yeah.
nigga legs up.
Yeah.
Yup. Knock that shit down.
I mean, but
I'll never forget that.
That's it.
I mean, Amari was a great player prior to the knees. Shawn Marion.
But that's the thing nowadays, man. They retire people's jerseys.
For no reason.
So are you just like over it? You don't like the jersey retirement stuff?
Not
Not
for
that-
people that weren't significant enough, my nigga. Like,
they were just significant for that team,
yeah, man.
and there
like-
was no chips to.
Well,
They-
I guess
they was a tough
they
West, bro.
retired,
No, it was a tough West. Like, there's nothing that they could do.
There was
They
a tough
retired
West.
Run TMC's jersey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess
I guess
so.
it's one of those.
Yeah. Damn, y'all some haters, man.
I was a Lakers fan, bro,
That's making
You said was? Why aren't you a Lakers fan?
because Kobe ain't there no more. And LeBron's there.
You don't like Bron?
It's not that I don't like Bron. I appreciate him. He just didn't have to come on my scene.
Oh,
you.
speaking of Bron, Genie Bus is going to retire his jersey. Y'all like it?
I put exactly. Why not? He got us a chip.
I'm saying.
Why
Damn,
not?
man.
I mean, he got us a chip, so I can understand.
This is a cold world right here,
jersey
man.
retirement.
Yeah, made it to the conference finals this year.
Yo, like, let's not.
Whatever.
Like,
Damn, what? It's just a throwaway?
first year, we ain't make the playoffs.
Yep.
Second year, we won a chip. Third year, we lost in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth year,
Conference finals.
no, fourth year.
We didn't make it, right?
We didn't make it.
Yeah,
Or
you had to make it last year.
I don't think we made it.
we didn't make the
Damn, it's been
playoffs.
5 years?
Oh yeah.
And now the 5th
Mhm.
year, we lost in the conference finals. Like,
Alright.
that's
That's not bad.
That's really good.
If in
How's
5
that
years,
bad?
that's not bad. In 5 years, that's not bad.
what you talking about?
In a 5-year stretch, that resume that you just said, that's not bad.
Yeah. You're shitting on that?
Yeah, I'm shitting on that. What's
And
wrong with
it's
y'all
been in
niggas,
2
man?
years?
Wow.
And it's been in 2 years?
What are you
Wow.
talking about?
No,
2
'cause-
years. This
No, I'm
guy
saying
just
a
sounds
span
like
of 5 years too. I'm
years.
saying a span of
That's
5
two
years.
no playoff appearances.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, bro.
Two no playoff appearances.
This is
In a
not,
5-year
it's not
span?
bad.
And that includes a first round exit.
And a conference finals and a
In a
chip.
ring. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like,
not
what do you,
bad.
like, I don't understand.
Conference finals
and a
sweep.
chip. Yeah. And it wasn't
Still-
even like
Not
back to back.
Y'all wasn't even in the playoffs prior to the trades.
So don't
And he
nigga, so that don't matter to me, nigga. That don't matter to me. Don't come in here
That's
and
not
give me some like some one
not-
chip
That's not
and
me.
then try to hold that over my head. Oh,
what
that
other,
wasn't in the
but what
playoff.
other
So
organization,
what,
what
nigga?
other players
Don't
have
come
done
over
that in
here
a
and do it
5-year
right.
span?
Huh?
What other player has done that in a 5-year span, going to another team and bringing their and being competitive? Not a lot of players can do that in a 5-year window.
Yeah, I
What are
mean,
you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about? What other player? Name another player that's done that. Went to another team and within 5 years won a championship, went to 2 conference finals, and lost in the first round or didn't make the playoffs.
Anthony Davis.
It's the same thing, but LeBron is a greater player. No, because he's the lead dog. Or let me rephrase it: as a lead guy, who has done that?
So we're retiring Anthony Davis jersey.
They probably will.
I think they are.
He's
No,
the Laker
no,
big.
as of right now.
He's the Laker big. Probably.
They
Genie
probably
buses.
will.
Like
Yeah.
not like because Anthony Davis has a longer career ahead of him. But as of right now,
Hell nah.
like his career is done. Anthony Davis
As a
has
Laker?
been that Laker
Nah.
guy.
He
That's
hasn't.
what y'all telling me.
He
Who
hasn't.
said
Because he
that?
has
And
the same
this year
resume
was horrible.
that LeBron has
But LeBron-
This playoff run
with
was
one less
horrible.
year of not making the playoffs.
But
This
LeBron is
playoff
a
run was
longer
horrible.
tenured player
Come on,
over the
man.
course of the year. And then again, being the lead dog, bringing the team within a 5-year
Nah,
period,
fam.
that's
Because
great.
We're gonna start not remembering the details of these playoffs as well. This year for Anthony Davis in the playoffs was trash, bro.
Trash.
It wasn't trash.
This shit
Offensively was
my
trash.
It wasn't
nigga.
trash.
Exactly.
It was
Inconsistent.
This
Defensively,
shit
he was
trash,
there.
my nigga. That shit was trash.
It just wasn't A level. It was B plus.
It wasn't
cool.
B plus.
Huh?
It wasn't B plus.
It definitely was B plus.
Whatever you want to call
We
it.
got to the
Me saying
conference
trash, that's facts. But me saying trash,
That's not B plus.
I agree with you. It wasn't trash, but
B plus?
Yeah, maybe less.
It's not.
It
less.
was the
We got to
inconsistency.
conference finals.
I can't give the inconsistency a B plus.
Thank
bro. It was his stat differential game to game was fucking trash, bro.
And they just read up his contract
So
another
with that
3
being
years.
said, I don't think he should get anything retired for this time span so far.
Yeah.
But with this year's NBA, I mean, if Sean Marion and Amari Stoudemire shit getting retired, and his getting retired
They
too.
done. They out of here. It's been 10, 15 years since them niggas played.
We're just asking about this 5-year stretch.
This 5-year stretch, as of right now, and we're in it. No.
His shit's getting retired.
Now, LeBron, I understand LeBron. Like, I understand. But,
He's
like,
GOAT.
don't try to hold it over my head like it's not because you're LeBron that you're getting all this. It hasn't been
My nigga,
solely on
anybody
court.
would get anybody that's the lead for this 5-year stretch. I think for this stretch, I think they getting something retired. 2 conference finals, bro. 1 championship in a 5-year stretch, and we knew that first year was
All
going to
right.
be buns.
Any champion
Yeah.
We
is
knew
getting their
that
jersey
for-
retired.
Like, we knew that. So, like, realistically speaking, like, yeah, we're going based off 5 years, but we're going back to like we should just go back to 4 years. We knew that first year was going to be trash.
Trash.
We all knew that.
But it wasn't though. That's what y'all not understanding. It wasn't. It was trash because of the mentality that he put forth. but it wasn't trash.
Wait, his first year, wasn't that the year he got injured after Christmas? And
Yeah.
wasn't they was on a run? They was at the
we
top of the Western
we
Conference
was
Finals.
insane. Like he came back and,
My
we
nigga,
didn't
don't
perform
matter.
as well.
We knew we
And-
weren't going to
Snooze
win no
fest.
chip on his first year.
Exactly.
Nah, they were on top of the
Who
West.
else was on the squad?
They were on top of the West and blowing out
My nigga,
teams.
we traded fucking Lonzo Ball, Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson for Anthony Davis, my nigga. They just grew. They just blossomed into who they are, fam. All of them.
No
Like,
lies
what are we
told.
talking about?
No lies told. I'm saying they could have done better that year, and they
Oh,
were
sure.
before he got hurt. They was top 4 in the
Sure,
West.
but you're judging everything on championship or bust. We knew that first year there was not going to be a
y'all not
championship.
though.
Facts.
Y'all not. Y'all judging everything per conference finals and playoffs. That team could have went.
You
there.
sound real
The
spoiled.
fact-
that's
the
all.
fact that he didn't take that team
Ronnie.
there. The fact that
You
he
sound real
didn't take
spoiled.
that team there is a dig to me.
Yo, all I'm
Like
saying
what
That's-
are
is
you talking
you're
about?
spoiled.
his 5 year,
Thank you.
in 5 years, I think he did put up.
Yo, niggas don't
Retire-
even respect the bubble championship. Let's keep it real.
I respect it.
Yeah. This nigga had to hesitate and pause on that shit. Let's keep it real.
I
Let's
respect
keep it
it.
real.
I
Like,
respect it, and I
I
fuck
don't
with
want
what
to
Jimmy
say
was
anything
doing.
about the bubble championship because it's like I don't respect
All
it or
14
disrespect
from
it.
the bubble were in the conference finals this year.
Yeah, 3-4 years later.
So what? It still means that these niggas
Nah, like,
deserved it.
Yo,
what you
don't,
mean?
don't win a championship and then lose in the first round. That
That happens all the
Stop,
time,
my
though.
nigga.
not to the Lakers.
It happens.
Was that the season we brought Russell in?
No.
Nah,
Oh boy,
that was
Who
the
did we lose
third.
to? We lost to the Suns.
Yeah, they were really
Then
good.
went
They
to
went to
the
the championship. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What do you expect?
What do you mean? What do we expect?
Wasn't Anthony? Something was going on that year. They weren't full power, were they?
Was he?
Both
Did
of
he
them
hurt
was
his heel?
hurt.
Yeah, that's
He
what
hurt
I
his heel.
remember. I remember that.
Both of them. And he's only played like 50% of the games in his 5-year stretch.
Who, LeBron?
And Anthony Davis.
Wait, LeBron has only paid 50%. I know he
probably
missed
like
a lot.
60.
Okay. Yeah, but whatever. He still did what he said he was going to do. He brought a chip back to LA, my nigga. He didn't say how many. He said he was going to bring a chip back. He brought a chip back.
Yeah, that's exactly why you don't want LeBron on this team. And that's exactly why a lot of Laker fans didn't want LeBron on this team. But
Why?
we don't got to get into
No, why?
that.
I want to hear this. I want to understand.
Because like we don't respect one chip. Like it's not about one chip. We're not a one and done thing.
This
Like
shit's sad,
y'all niggas don't understand it. And it's cool. It's okay. But I said it before he came here. Yo, I'm not gonna respect one chip. And I'm not gonna respect one chip, especially if we're not competing for a bunch of them. Like maybe we win one chip, but we made 3 finals in a row. Or maybe we like conference, but we won one chip in the bubble and then exit in the first round and then no playoffs. That's not respectable as a Laker. Y'all can take it how y'all take it.
Yo, my
You know what I'm saying?
nigga.
If the Knicks won one chip, you'd be talking about that shit till
My
this
nigga,
day.
I don't have any chips.
That's
Exactly
facts, my
what
nigga.
I
But I
mean
still-
by
I
that.
They
still
talk about
revere
Phil
my
Jackson.
team.
Huh?
They talk about Phil Jackson as a Knick to this day.
I mean, I still revere it though. The
That's
fact
what I'm saying.
it's still
me,
impactful.
the one, I respect LeBron as a player.
It's
Don't get me
impactful.
wrong. But I'm holding it into the regard that it needs to be. You're still active. You're not a retired player.
But
I'm
he's-
not
he's
looking at
older.
you.
For
do
He's
that.
older.
He's saying he got 4 of them shits.
he's older.
That's what he's saying. He got 4 of them.
Who? Bron?
LeBron.
Yeah, I'm a Laker
That's
fan.
what LeBron is saying. But LeBron saying he got 4 of them.
I understand
I
that.
understand what you saying, but still, getting to the conference finals, like Dame's jersey getting retired in Portland.
Absolutely.
That's for a career.
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody should get retired, my nigga. You just got to go with the new day.
Y'all
Yeah,
some haters,
that-
man.
I'm not hating. I said that. I said it qualifies.
It's
Ronnie
not,
said
I'm not
it doesn't.
hating on nobody getting their jersey retired. Like I like it all.
He just can't get a statue now.
Who?
Bron, you can't get a statue. They can't join the. He
You
can't
never
join
know.
the statue
You
club,
never,
fam.
it's Genie Bus running the team, man.
Statue.
You can't
Oh,
join-
not
you
in
can't
LA.
join the statue
Genie's
club, fam.
Genie runs the team.
Not
She
in
loves
LA.
him.
Yeah,
Deserves
nah.
a statue.
I didn't say he deserved one.
He got one in Cleveland.
Not in.
I bet
LA,
you they
no.
will, but not yet.
No,
I don't
not
think they
in
got
LA.
one in Cleveland.
But he's the all-time. He broke it.
But I mean, that's where you
All-time
would put it,
story.
though. You
Next
wouldn't
thing
even
know,
think about
something
that.
like
that.
Lakers
Mr.
jersey.
Bronny, and they
So it's the
going
history.
want to make a statue of LeBron and
attach
Bronny
it.
together.
He's breaking history in a Lakers jersey.
LeBron deserves a statue somewhere. I just don't know
He's gonna get one in Cleveland for sure.
Cleveland,
He
right?
gotta get one in Miami, bro.
Wade gotta get one first. If Wade didn't, did Wade get one yet?
Yeah,
No,
Wade
not
got.
yet.
Yeah, Wade got to get that first.
I don't know
Yeah.
if he deserves one. I mean, he deserves one in Cleveland. Okay.
54 years and not winning the chip.
And in Miami.
Coming back 3-1.
He deserves one for who he is. But I'm just saying, like, what if a team right now, right?
Yo, DJ's face.
Think about it. Think about it right now. What if this young group in Cavs mature and they won 3-4 chips? Are you looking at that LeBron one chip the same?
It's only because
That's a
54 years. It's
That's
the
a
longest
fact.
drought.
That's a big what if, my
No,
nigga.
yeah, but they're not. No, yeah, exactly.
No.
A big
That's a
hypothetical.
big what if, my
Yeah.
nigga.
That is a big what if. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, when y'all
Nah,
talk
you can't
about
say that.
immortality, y'all talking about forever.
No,
y'all
well,
gotta think of the potentials and the whatever.
No,
Nigga,
a lot of
the
people
reason
still-
it's
Like, you know what I'm
the
saying?
reason it's so big is because the real what if is them niggas don't go back to the finals for another like 20, 40 years, bro.
That's another potential.
That's-
Then LeBron deserves a bigger statue because he does something that's impossible.
he just deserves
You
a
feel
statue.
me?
He just
Like, you
deserves
feel
a
me?
statue.
How
he's already done the
change.
impossible, nigga. You beat a 73-9 team, coming back 3-1, and you
Yo, I'm trying to tell you,
Cut the
LeBron
drought
has
to
been
54
out
years.
here playing chess
facts.
like I was with Sir. Had to be running, my nigga.
Yo, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. We have no footage of
man.
I think
this.
the NBA needs to retire LeBron statue the same way they
Yeah.
give LeBron a statue. They need a LeBron or NBA office wherever that's at
Yeah,
in Springfield or maybe whatever, and put a LeBron statue there.
where LeBron and now Kevin Durant, those are just two difficult niggas to really like map out career wise.
Yeah. I think OKC retires jersey.
Okay, I think they have to. And
They
what
have
about
to.
then Golden State? 2 and 3 years?
They probably will.
That's
2
2
and
and
3
3. That's
years.
2 and
That's-
3 years.
But they
After
see that's what I'm
Steph and
saying.
Clay.
They're making
But
these
it
joints
was-
cheap, my
I
nigga.
feel you.
They're making these joints cheap.
What? Make it what cheap? Statues?
If you
$40.
if you in charge of it, yeah, giving niggas 2
Yeah.
statues.
Two
Like,
statues.
but, like,
Wow.
Next
these
year.
jersey retirements. That's what I'm talking about. These jersey like KD for real. In
Brooklyn's no.
No,
No,
Golden
hell
State.
no.
Like I get it,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
got it.
won,
Yeah.
but like a jersey retirement is like your career there. It's much to me. A jersey retirement is much more than championships. It's like you gave your all there
To a
That's-
franchise.
Like yeah, that's why your jersey's retired. Whether you won or lost, your all is there, and we're gonna remember you forever. Golden State, like somebody could replace the thought of KD in their mind. It's probably not even in their mind because they got Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
Yeah, for sure.
That's-
He's secondary for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, like in the terms of statue, like where things can change.
Yo,
Yeah.
but he
Like-
fucked shit up for
No,
himself.
he gets every.
Like real shit, he shouldn't have left Golden State.
You know what I'm saying?
If we being all the way 100, man, because his career would have been remembered better if they just
Differently,
kept
right.
winning. If they just kept
Yeah.
winning championships alongside of him. Like if they pulled off another 3 chips,
Yeah.
there's no
No
talk
second guessing.
about he's a bandwagon nothing anymore. Because now they pulled up, now they got 5 of them or 4 of them
With him,
together.
yeah.
And
Facts.
he got like 4
But
or
now-
5 MVPs.
Facts.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now him leaving and then them winning, like fam,
It
it
looks
looks
bad.
worse.
Yeah.
And they talk
Yeah.
about KD and Steph as a duo. He didn't even let that like
Mature,
multiply. 'Cause
mature.
Right now they
Yeah.
talk about them individually, but
Yeah.
like when you think about it, like that's one of the best duos ever.
Ever.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Period.
Are they considered a duo though?
That's my point.
They would've
he
been.
didn't let that
No,
marinate.
It would have been.
He should have let that marinate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is
Because-
gonna hate.
And that's why, niggas just be fucking up, man. Like him and Kyrie, and I love the both of them, and you know that. Like those are my 2
I can't speak bad
favorite
on
players.
Kyrie,
Kobe
man.
aside, those are my 2 favorite players all time.
Who,
Bro.
KD and Kyrie?
Yes, man, and they just be fucking up, bro.
I love
Fucking
Kyrie.
up.
I love Kyrie. I can't speak any craziness on Kyrie.
Kyrie
I
nice, man.
love him too, but
He
how
about
much
to kill
teams
it
is
this
this
season,
now?
though.
He has to.
I think he
He
will.
has to.
I think he will.
Yeah, so you
I
about to
think him
kill
and
it this
Luka.
season.
I think him and Luka are gonna go crazy. Having a full season together, if they stay healthy.
They
I
just
just
need to
want-
give him
yeah,
some
but-
pieces, man. Give
Skinny
him some
Luka.
defenders, some shooters.
Skinny Luka.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see
Them 2
what
niggas
happens.
gonna go.
Let's see what happens and let it start the season start and then go from there. I mean, that's
Yeah, I want Kai to go crazy this year.
yes.
Yeah.
I want him to prove a lot of people wrong.
I want him to get to the playoffs and go crazy, yo. Like real shit.
When's the last time we seen him in the playoffs?
Last year.
Not last
I
year.
mean, the
No.
year before, not the Dallas year when they got swept by
Boston.
Boston.
Oh yeah.
Was he hurt? I thought he was hurt.
Nah,
No,
nah,
he
played-
came back.
No,
was
he
going
hurt his
through Ramadan.
ankle. He hurt his
Yeah.
ankle.
He was going through Ramadan.
Yeah.
No,
and,
but
and
did he hurt his
was-
ankle though? I could have sworn he
Nah,
hurt his
that's-
ankle.
KD just didn't show up.
And he
man.
sat out.
Now that was the year they got swept by Boston.
No, I know. I thought he hurt his ankle that year, or was it the year before?
The year
I think
before.
the year before.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
KD
KD
didn't-
just didn't show up, man.
Jason Tatum had him on lock, I think, or he just mentally wasn't
No,
there.
it looked that way.
And
I'm saying,
Steve, and
what
Steve
mentally
Nash
wasn't
was a terrible coach.
No, I'm saying mentally he probably wasn't there either. I'm saying KD. KD probably wasn't there
No.
Why?
mentally.
Wow.
I don't know.
Were you the one that was
you're
questioning?
Huh?
You were the one that was questioning whether or not like KD has
Killer.
not nothing killer, but skill wise has taken a little bit of a fall off. No, it wasn't you. Somebody was mentioning that to me, like
Nah.
not being able to move, kind of like as good as before.
Before the Achilles?
Yeah,
Nah, I think I can't
you
see.
sure that wasn't you?
I think I said something about his weight.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. You were talking
His
about
weight.
something.
You think he's
Yeah.
too heavy?
No. I think prior to the injury, this is what I thought.
'Cause,
Prior to the injury, he had turned into a grown man. He had grown man weight on him. He came back from the injury, and him and Kyrie, that first season, like in Brooklyn, you could tell there was a drastic physical change. Like
There
they went
was.
through some kind
There
of
was.
workout. Like they got themselves right.
Mhm.
I thought upon seeing that KD would have trouble in the playoffs, especially when it got more physical. You lost too much weight, they're gonna push you around. It didn't happen that season. He came back and was KD. We saw it the following season when Boston pushed him around. He didn't have enough weight on him. And you kind of saw it again. That's why he's not dominating the way that KD can dominate. He can't get to his spots the same way that he used to because, like, in the playoffs, you could push people. You could push him. He taking that forearm to the ribs. You don't got that meat on you. That shit hurt. And that's what I'm seeing with KD.
And if you think back to the Boston days, and when he played against Boston, and even just now in the playoffs as well against the Nuggets, KD was on the floor a lot, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
that's a fact.
Not to say nothing, I still believe in him. Again, him and Kyrie, my two faves, and I want them to be successful this year. Ideally, I would like to see them win the chip on some real shit. You know what I mean? Either one of them. But KD more because, his legacy means more. But yeah, man, I hope
I
they
don't want to
win.
see KD win this year. Man.
I want to see KD.
Not
What?
that I don't want to see KD,
Who
but
you wanna see
Phoenix. Like,
D-Book, man, what up?
Who you want to see win? Who you rooting for?
I'm rooting for the Lakers. Don't get that
not me.
twisted.
That's
But I understand your question. I'll think a little deeper. You know what I'm saying?
keeping it
With some
that.
teams out there.
I mean, in the West, we got y'all.
Well,
we got
actually-
Memphis.
Well, actually, honestly, let me give you my perspective.
Denver?
Actually, I do want the Lakers to win. Lakers or Golden State. I like when the dominant niggas win chips. Like, you gotta separate yourself. I don't like everybody having 2 or 3 chips.
I
Like
agree
this
with
shit.
you
Like
and shit.
everybody got chips.
I agree
Like,
with you and
nah,
shit,
the
but
great
Steph got
niggas need
4,
to
my nigga.
win.
Steph got 4.
Yeah, he needs 5, 6.
Yeah, that's
LeBron
Kobe
needs
talk.
5, 6.
That's
Like,
Kobe
you need to
talk.
separate yourself.
That's Kobe talk. I already know what's gonna happen
Yeah,
in those
you need to be in
conversations.
that. Like,
Nah, I
the
need
minimum
KD
to be a
I need
great
KD
is
to
5.
catch up. I need KD to catch up to
I don't
Bron
think-
and
I don't think he
and
will.
Steph.
huh?
I don't think KD can. I don't
Phoenix
think
can
KD.
get 2 in the next 3 years. I think
Because
Phoenix
they
has
learn how to win.
I think Phoenix has the potential to get 2
You think
and
they're
3
gonna be
years.
relevant
I need
that long?
LeBron
I think
and
they
Steph
have the
to get
potential
5.
to get 2 and 3. Yo, at the end of the day, even a Beal and a Booker combination would be nice.
But you got to
Right?
think who's up
As
and
the 2
coming.
horses for the team, I think that's nice.
I'm just thinking who's up and coming that can disrupt that in the West.
Memphis.
Young does New Orleans give them a
Golden
shot?
State, I think
Does
Golden
New
State
Orleans-
is still around for the next 3 years as well.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure
If
about
Golden
the
State
Lakers.
wins, I mean, Chris Paul gets a ring.
he won't be
I
available.
don't want them to win.
He won't be available.
I don't want them to win. I want Phoenix to win. And if Phoenix don't win, Luka! Take my nigga Kai to the promised
you
land.
still-
I'm
we
with
got
Luka
Denver?
starting his run,
I'm
but I
saying-
need the
Take
greats
my
You
to
still
have
have
the
to the
chips.
Bro,
promise,
you still
man.
have Denver,
Yeah,
right?
Luka's a great. He needs to
You
start
still
his shit.
have.
I'm
You
with
still have. We don't know what Sacramento's going to be. We don't know what OKC is going to be. We got New Orleans.
Yeah, this nigga just
Okay.
mentioning teams.
What?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
You know what I'm never good at
okay,
seeing?
They
I'm
ain't
never
making
good
the
at
playoffs. We talking about championships right now.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
saying
never good at seeing
interfere with
up and
that.
coming. Not
They
in the
can-
next 3
they can
years,
inter-
bro.
they can
Not in the
interfere
next
with-
Not
3 years.
interfering with the
Not in the
champions.
next
They can-
3 years, bro.
Watch.
That's gonna be a
In
hell
just
of a
watch.
years,
pop.
you said?
That's gonna be a hell
Within
of a
3
pop.
years, yes.
These
I
years.
thought you said interfere.
This year, next year,
No,
the year
within
after.
3 years, okay.
Yeah.
No, Shaq Holmgren going.
Yeah, they're gonna be
This
nice.
year, next year, and the year after, you're seeing them winning chips.
No, I'm saying interrupt their
no,
path to
competing.
winning a championship.
Nah,
And
Yeah.
by our third year, they should definitely be aiming for the conference finals.
I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think they interrupt in Phoenix.
Yes,
This
bro.
year,
KD's
no.
gonna be a little older. Like Bradley Beal's always injury prone too. That's another thing we're discounting. You think all these dudes gonna be
Everybody
healthy?
in the league is injury prone.
Very
now.
true, but sometimes it happens at a pivotal moment.
That's facts. Everybody in the league injury prone, man.
This is facts
Steph
too.
went out a couple years ago. Golden State was ass. Steph came back. You know, everybody injury prone now. Remember when KD was still on the team, Steph got injured and was out until the conference finals. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody got injured.
I don't know. I just don't see it. KD being a little older, 3 years older.
Clippers is
You don't see what?
Clippers are, huh?
What don't you see?
No, him playing at a high, extremely high level.
Wait,
Nah,
KD?
KD's 35, 34. Like, I mean, he got 2 years.
yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
That's what I'm saying.
2-3 years. That's what I'm saying. And I think they could get 2 in 3 years.
That's tough. That's
They
tough.
could get
task.
2 in 3 years.
And that would be what, 4 for KD?
Nuggets can get 2 in 3 years.
3.
Yo, yeah.
KD got 4.
Here's 3.
He got-
Oh,
no, he got
2
2.
right now. 2 more will be 4.
Oh,
yeah.
And he
Yeah.
tied Steph and Bron. What? Hell of a conversation.
What conversation?
What you mean? What
What's the
conversation?
convo?
KD's nice.
He's nice now.
And in LeBron and
Like-
Steph's era, he still got 2 of them shit. So
Oh, no.
nigga went and
Oh,
got
I'm
2
glad
with
you said
Steph.
in LeBron's and Steph era, he still got 2 of them because the other 2 is with Steph.
There's LeBron and Steph's era.
I don't know. He's not.
Shit, my nigga.
Yeah,
in my
but-
eyes,
See, that's exactly
in my
exactly
eyes,
why I
that's
don't want him to get 4.
That's what this opens up, bro.
That's
That's
exactly why I don't want him to get
That's
4.
what it opens up in my eyes. They,
Nah.
If they get another one,
Yeah. Yo, KD, let's go.
I don't think so. I
2
can't see it.
more.
I can't see it.
Tie these motherfuckers.
And we're not even talking
bro.
about the teams in the East. We're just talking about the teams in the West. So,
Man, fuck the East. I'm stop.
Yeah.
but
The East got to get chips as they can. Like, I mean, when we-
Yeah, yo.
when the West fall off.
Real shit. Miami was never really gonna be a great threat, yo. As great as they kept playing, I don't think they were ever gonna be a really good threat.
to Denver at all?
When Dame comes,
If Dame
Shit.
comes,
Yeah, why they ain't, yo, man, come on, man. Make
What?
that happen already.
like, let go Hero already, my nigga.
Is that cannot be the holdup.
there's something else. There's not. He's not going to be.
probably
I
is.
actually though,
Yeah.
I think like is that Portland doesn't want heroes.
He's
like,
like,
yo, that's disrespectful.
yo, it got to be a 3-team trade. Get
Yeah,
who
definitely
you
has
want.
to be.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But y'all seen what Austin Rivers was saying?
No, what he
That-
said.
you Contracts
You
and
can
shit?
clearly tell that's a coach's son, man. Yeah,
What?
about contracts.
Oh, yeah,
having
yeah.
to honor it. Blah 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 blah. Like I feel him on one side, and the other side just like my nigga, shut up. You just don't got the cachet. If you had the cachet, you're not staying. You're not staying. The greats are not staying in bad situations in any walk of life. Greats are not staying in bad situations, my nigga. Period. At the end of the day, your career is not going to be thought of like Lillard's career. So you can't tell Lillard how to move.
Facts.
And at the end of the day, the owners are offering the bag to who they offering the bag to.
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what
Facts.
you gonna tell somebody not to take that bag?
Like I feel him.
Like,
You know,
that's-
I genuinely do feel him. Like niggas is making 50 and everyone else on vet minimums. I feel that. That's crazy.
But I'm not
But,
going to
you know-
say no. Yeah.
I'm
Facts.
not gonna say no either.
My bad.
Facts.
But certain times niggas that's making 50 deserve more than 50. Like Steph,
They've been saying that for years.
they came out with, like on ESPN, there's a top 10 list of the franchises. Golden State is like number 2 or 3.
$9 billion, yeah.
Like, and that's within the last couple years.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
because of who?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. You saw that? Remember that shit in Winning Time? Me and you was watching Surge when Jerry Buss was talking about how he's gonna go into debt to pay people before the cap, and they're
Yeah.
like, They said,
That nigga's
next thing
meticulous.
you know, we're gonna be paying people $1 million.
Facts.
How's the
Hey,
80s?
nigga,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Now we
Facts.
talking about a bill
But
in
I
a
think-
couple years.
I think now the contracts are where they have like stake in the franchise though, right?
What?
Nah,
I
that's
think
Where?
so.
In NBA contracts?
Yeah, look it up real
Nah.
quick. I think so. That like
Nah, you can't do
Yeah,
the
that.
next
Wow,
collective bargaining agreement is going to happen where you can buy stake in,
Owners
within
can
it.
have state. Nah,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Because I think Draymond was talking about it
That
before.
makes sense though. That makes
Nah,
sense.
that makes it.
That makes sense, man. That makes sense.
That doesn't make sense. How you gonna
How?
trade
You
somebody,
can't-
nigga? I own this team. Like, what are you talking about?
It's within the
how does
contract.
that- Then how does that work with competing wise?
You think about it like you think about it differently, my
doesn't
nigga.
make
People
sense,
have you can have equity and not ownership, my nigga.
You
Right?
can't have
You can't-
equity.
Did you find it yet?
You can't have equity and then
Huh?
Did you find it?
I'm
Because
looking for it right
you
now.
can't
You
because
have
that
it until you're no. So I'm writing the same thing in one of the people I'm hiring, bro. And
yeah,
two-
but
and
we
two-
just
and
talked about it
3
earlier.
years,
Conflict of interest.
No, I want this to be a conflict of interest. You're gonna go harder if you can make more money from the company doing good.
Facts.
Yeah, bro.
It's a conflict of interest.
My-
If
my
I'm not
nigga,
on the
Ronnie,
team
what?
no more, how am I
Yeah,
competing
yeah. I
against
said
you?
until you're discharged, right?
So then you're gonna take my equity away?
yeah.
No, my equity's doing good over here. I still want to own the
that's
team.
That's how it goes, man. The NBA is not a publicly traded, or the teams on the NBA is not publicly traded, so you don't have the rights to the ownership. You don't have the right to the stake. So just like with any private company, my nigga, as long as the person that you're given access to ownership in, as long as they don't have majority stake, they can always lose ownership, bro.
Oh, but here, yeah. So players are not currently allowed to own stakes in franchises.
I know, but I think they were trying to propose it in the next
for
collective.
the next one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yo,
But they didn't
That's
really kind of
not
break
gonna
into the
happen,
details.
Eh,
I don't know.
I don't think
Like
that.
I don't even understand what y'all arguing.
I'm not.
Like, how
I
does
just,
that make sense
I
from
just
a
brought it up.
competition standpoint? Like
what do you mean?
you can't like
You're saying based on trades, or you're saying
yeah, based on the based on how sports are operated, like
yeah,
you can't own the team and then like I'm also a player and then be playing.
I feel you.
Like if I get like what? Am I making decisions or not?
Jordan did it.
Like now you're affecting my money.
I'm saying Jordan
now
did
I
it.
gotta vote.
No,
Now
but
I gotta,
Jordan
like,
had to
think
do
like this.
either
Now
or
I'm going
though.
to the
He had to
board
do either
meetings.
or though,
Like,
wasn't
like
it?
what are y'all talking about?
He had like a
Like,
minority.
you
He had a
Oh, while
minority
he was
stake with the
playing?
Wizards. Yeah, he had a minority stake with the
he had
Wizards.
to relinquish that.
I'm just,
He did have
I'm
to
just saying. So
relinquish
that's
He just everybody knew
but so
what
that
it
could be
was.
so that
but
could
he
be the
had to
same thing if you get
relinquish it.
traded. You relinquish your and you get paid out a dividend
that's exactly what happens.
like a CD.
That's exactly what happens, fam.
Yeah.
You just get a cut of the
I don't
interest
know why
of the
they're
team.
doing. I do know why they're doing it. They're doing it for the same reason.
And ask everybody if that whole situation with Michael
Bro.
Jordan in Washington, if that was a good situation,
But bro, they have.
and if
you
they
have
would
to
ever
start-
do that again.
You have to think about different strategies, though, yo.
How many
Because
franchises
with
you
the
could now?
bag going up as much as it is, like realistically speaking, and I don't know, I'm not the NBA, I'm not the people that's behind finances with different leagues and teams on leagues, but you have to think about different ways that you can pay people so that you can start to build out better squads. I think Austin Rivers is making
All right.
I think he still makes a solid point,
All
right?
All right, let's take your point. Do y'all know that a lot of NBA teams, a lot of NBA franchises lose money?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so now where my paycheck coming from as a player? I don't give a fuck that you lost money. Now I want my paycheck.
Not as a as you're talking about the equity standpoint, right? That's what you're
If
talking
that's how
about.
you talking about, you gonna be paying me.
No, my nigga. See, bro.
No,
so
it's-
so business wise, right?
I
And it
understand.
goes down to how you're gonna write your contract. It's either you're gonna
Correct.
do it based on gross or you're gonna do it based on profit. Any owner that's worth their salt is gonna go based on profit. You know what I'm saying? So if the company is not making money, that extra payout that you would get, because it's not going to be the bulk of their contract, it's going to be a portion of their contract. But that extra
now you're
payout
adding
wouldn't
that
be
part
there.
in. You were just saying if you need to find extra ways to pay people. So at a certain point, that's going to transition to be in the way I pay people. Now, if it's the way I
A
pay people,
portion, not the entire
all
thing.
right, it could be a portion,
Yeah.
whatever, a small portion, a big portion, whatever. You're saying a portion. For some, it may be a small portion. For others, it may be the most portion. But it's a portion.
But you get what you
All
negotiate.
right, so
So
now at this point-
Okay.
it's going to be a large portion, bro.
We don't know.
But go ahead.
As soon as it becomes 1%, it can become 99%. We don't know. You're judging it for yourself. Maybe you wouldn't do 99% because you understand the gamble. But that's what I'm trying to tell you now.
People,
there's a gamble.
you're talking about owners, people that are much smarter than us, that's been doing business a lot longer than us.
And I don't think
doesn't make any
the
realistic
game is much
sense.
more ruthless. And
that doesn't make no sense. You're talking. These people buy these franchises. No one's giving up majority stake of their franchise,
Correct.
bro.
I'm not saying who said anything
You said
about
it can go from 1 to 99.
I'm telling you what a portion could be.
That's not. Let's talk realistically.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
And I didn't talk about a portion of them owning the team. I'm talking about a portion of their contract
salary?
of how they get paid. It could be a portion of regularly getting paid by paycheck, and it could be a portion of equity as that you're speaking of.
Like to see
There's
this.
no way to judge what the portion is going to be. It could
I
be
would
different
like to
for
see
every
this.
other person.
I would
That's
like
what
to see
I'm saying.
But you get what you negotiate. And
Exactly what I'm saying.
but I don't think they start as high as 1%. They might not even do it that high.
I'm
If they're
not-
doing to a 15-man
If they want
roster.
to do 1%, I don't think there's a problem with that. I think at the end of the day,
focusing on numbers. Numbers were an example. I don't know numbers.
whatever portion
I'm not
they
saying
want to
that-
give, bro. I'm just saying realistic portions. And yes, you're right. Based on whatever portion of that individual their pay might be for that specific individual, based on the portion of that contract.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
like Spencer Dinwiddie, like a new form of getting paid. Spencer Dinwiddie
crypto.
said,
Bitcoin,
yeah,
yeah.
let's do crypto.
Mhm.
All right, bond. Like, say if he had decided, put my whole contract, Bitcoin,
Mhm.
bond, crypto crashes,
He's
Like,
fucked.
he's fucked. So the same way as you're saying, like a person or a player could get paid from a ownership standpoint or equity standpoint, I'm telling you that a lot of these NBA teams lose money at the end of the year. So from that standpoint, we may not have the money to now pay you.
It's the
now,
same-
how does that
but I
affect
think it's
how
a-
the players
I feel like
play?
it's the same. I feel like it's the
That's
same.
what I'm
thing.
talking about.
I feel like it's the same thing though.
It's
Even
not,
with
it's not the
stocks, bro.
same thing
Like-
because as a contract to get paid my money, I don't care how you do as a business.
So-
That's wrong. Yes, you would. You wouldn't negotiate a contract like that. You wouldn't negotiate a contract that majority of your portions is going to be tied up in a team that doesn't have proper equity, that doesn't make
Correct.
money. You wouldn't
How
do
do you
that.
know if they're going to make money next year? What are you
Based on
talking
their
about?
track record. It's
Okay,
stocks
but
at
that
the
can
end of the
change,
day.
right? So
It's
that's
stocks at the end of the day. Your risk portfolio is your risk portfolio. What you want to make in terms of risk is what you're going to sign up for.
Correct.
But if I'm looking at whatever team you want to tell me, what's
Yo,
the worst team?
why are you explaining the gamble to me? That's the only thing that I'm telling you is that it's a gamble versus a paycheck.
Yeah, but
So
you
for
can't
the
then come
player-
look at me and say, "Where's my money?" when you're the one that signed the document. That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying is going to mess up the level of competition.
No,
How?
it won't.
How?
The Orlando
How?
Magic.
You're the one signing, fam.
That and then let's just say, for example,
All
Atlanta.
right,
When
all
was the
right,
last time the Orlando Magic have been competitive? When have they been competitive?
Let's
When?
Let's do this. Because this happens. What you're talking about happens actually overseas. And when they talk about overseas and the players play like shit, we didn't even get paid. The owners came up to us with blah blah blah.
You think the NBA is gonna let that
And
happen?
what they do?
You
Do they
think-
leave
you
or do
think-
they continue
Do
playing?
you think the NBA is
They
going to
make
let that
that
happen?
decision that
Is the
shit,
NBA
I'm
gonna
not
let that
gonna
happen?
play.
Is the NBA going to let that happen?
It's
No.
business.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
what
The NBA
you
is
let
not gonna-
happen.
They're not
It's
going to
what
let that happen.
happens.
They're not going to let that happen.
It's not what
They're
you
not going to
let
let that
happen.
happen, dog.
Is overseas.
They're not gonna let
player, but my question
Come
is
on,
overseas? Is the
Y'all
player
talking-
signing?
yeah, what are y'all
Is the
talking
player
about?
signing equity deals overseas? That's
Huh?
what I'm asking. I
exactly.
don't know.
They
I'm
signing
looking
all
for-
types of deals.
Is the player signing equity deals?
I don't know if they're signing equity deals, but
So
they
you-
signing
that's a
deals
viewpoint.
where they're not
That's a
getting
viewpoint.
paid.
That's a
If a
muted
nigga
point.
They're not getting
That's a
paid.
muted
Bro,
point then,
you're
Ronnie.
saying differently. If someone's
It's a
not
muted
giving
point.
me my bread that I'm owed, that I signed contract off, that's different.
Correct.
If I'm signing contract that I am taking a risk that I'm going to put a portion of my salary based on how the team performs, not us players, but how the entire team performs based on a portion of the profit. I am thinking that maybe I have to know that there's a possibility the team ain't gonna make a profit, right? I'm going to have to also know that I want to see where all of this money is being used, where all the expenses are going from. I'm going to do my scrub and do my due diligence to make sure that I'm not seeing things being done that I'm not going to agree with. So now when you're telling me that there's no profit, I need to be able to be like, yeah, damn, that's on me. There was no profit there. But I'm not signing a bad deal like that. You're taking a risk. You got to know what the type of risk is you're taking if you sign that contract. If
Okay.
not, don't sign the contract.
Correct.
All right. Y'all done? So, from this standpoint, we're understanding that teams are a business, right? There's an owner to employees.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as a business owner,
Yes.
and you got 15 employees, you want them all making decisions, or do you want them as employees? That's the concept that I'm talking to you about. If you have 15 players and they're all thinking about how the team is making money and how this and this is happening, and now I gotta go to board meetings and blah, 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 how does that not affect competition? Like, what are y'all talking about?
How does it?
Like,
You have an
everything that y'all
off-season.
saying,
You have an
how does
off-season,
that not
Ronnie.
affect the
You have an
product on
off-season.
the
Are they
court?
doing it during the season?
Ronnie,
When
everyone.
There's an
are
off-season.
they making money? During the
There's
off-season or during
there's
the
an
season?
off-season.
Ronnie.
There's an off-season to prepare for the
Yo,
upcoming
stop,
season,
stop,
bro.
stop, stop.
Ronnie,
What's
Ronnie,
happening?
Ronnie,
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to tell you that
Go ahead.
as a business owner, I am doing a deal like that. The
Deal,
the manager,
but not with 15
Allow him to
other
finish his
people.
point, dog.
but like realistically speaking, if I continue to get star level players on my organization, I do want to entice star level players to come. A reason that I'm making this deal strategic, my strategy was I don't have enough money up front to pay this person what this person that for the position that I need, what that person would demand from the position. So on the back end, based on how the agency performs, which he has a stake in, right? He does his job better, the agency should perform better, right? So on the back end, I'm giving him more money than he would have made with another company doing the same position on the back end, but based on how the company does, right? That's how it makes sense for me. That's how it makes sense, bro. I'm not saying it's going to make sense with everyone, but if I keep getting star level play, like my nigga, I would love to have everyone in this room right now that work on my company with me. And based on how y'all niggas individually perform, if I feel like, damn, this is an A player, I don't want to lose this A player, and I know I can't give you the money that you're going to want to remain an A player for my organization up front, I got to think about the back end. And the back end comes off of my profit, bro.
That makes perfect sense. We're talking about sports.
Why is my business not sport?
So
Because how are you going to
I fire
judge
people. I gotta go against other companies in the same industry. Like, what are you talking about? I have people that are integral to the success of my organization.
honestly, I feel like they're going to do that because they're doing this playing tournament, and the winners get what, $500K per player. Like, I think they're slowly rolling it into the fact that
they're gonna do it or not, but
I'm just
I don't think it's so bad at you.
And each team has a team representative, so the team representative can speak for the team when they have these board
I
meetings.
think is going to mess up the product on the court.
I don't know, bro.
The
My
product.
nigga, LeBron is already making decisions for organizations.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
Not only that, just
not making
I'm just saying in terms
business
of like the
decisions.
Orlando Magic or any bad team, you're not going to renew after your rookie deal is done. You're going to another team. You're going to seek another team. You're not always going to stay with the same franchise, especially if they're
people are going to
Orlando
make good
Magic.
decisions. People are going to make bad decisions. It's going to happen without
Correct.
this new way of doing contract. It's going to happen with this new way of doing contract. That's just how it is. I don't think that is good. I don't think that is bad. I just don't think it's as bad as you think it might be.
Maybe things do gotta change. But wait, niggas getting paid $50 million a year.
50 mil.
What's wrong with that?
65 mil.
That's not a lot. That's not good.
I mean,
Isn't it
shit.
60
Should
mil
deserve
now?
more. I'm saying, does he deserve more?
Jalen
Who?
Green, 60 mil, or Jalen Brown, 60,
Jaylen Brown.
60
Does he
mil now?
deserve-
It's crazy.
Is he worth that contract?
If the Celtics could pay it.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, I don't think it's so bad, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, the teams are still businesses at the end of the day.
It makes sense, right? Business and numbers. But when we start talking about locker rooms, people,
Transparency. I feel you, and it might not be for everyone. Everyone in my office don't have ownership. Antonia has ownership. This new guy will have ownership based on performance, right? I'm not offering ownerships to my other two office staff.
yeah, but their
I'm not offering ownership to the 50 caregivers.
Yeah, but their commitment levels is different. Their energy levels is different. Their time commitment levels
When
is
you
different.
offer
The
ownership.
way you treat them is different.
When
But when you're in
offer
a locker
ownership.
room, everything is supposed to that dynamic is not supposed to happen. That's the point. That dynamic where things are different are not supposed to happen.
What do you mean?
Inside of a locker room.
But what do you mean different?
Where things are different. Where we're supposed to be 15 players or 12 players on one accord.
Mhm.
When you start doing all of this shit, it's already not 15 players on one accord because, of course, LeBron gets treated differently than the 15th player on the team is, and throughout.
There's conflicts.
But now you're just going to make it a bigger disparity. Like now, like, I got this board meeting to go to how this meeting affects how this team
and you
runs.
might not have had a good game last night.
No,
And that board meeting is tomorrow.
But that's how you have team reps, though.
Now, when you're talking about trading players, like you got equity in your team, are you getting me? That's gonna affect the dynamic in the locker room.
No, I don't think so.
All right. I mean, maybe it becomes the norm where it doesn't.
But some dudes don't like
what it is.
Didn't they say like Gil said on his like 80% of the league or 60% of the league, they don't love the game of basketball. So I don't think it's going to affect them. As long as their money is right, they're going to be good money. Well, they don't really care about the game of basketball being competitive and winning.
I still feel like it whatever. It's just a new form of contract. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's bad. I do see what some of the concerns is that you're saying, but I need to see how it all plays out.
I think they're going to it.
And personally, I have not seen so far great talent having more stake in the organization being a bad thing, unless that talent is
where have we seen
culturally detrimental to the team?
In sports, though.
What do you mean?
Very
being
true.
Being incentivized?
Not incentivized for you to perform better,
but that's what you're
incentivized for the organization to do better. Like there's a slight difference in that. Of course, if I do better, the team will do better.
But I feel like if the players have a stake in the franchise, they're going to play a little bit harder. I would think. Because that's a bigger pot for you.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
It's just where everything is going,
so
my nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, if these players don't like what the organization is doing, their only thing right now is to leave. This gives them maybe more of a voice, I guess, right? And this holds their foot to the fire in what those next decisions and moves are going to be. Now you can, like, coming back media-wise, how you going to tell the media you don't know what the organization is doing that's impacting your own legacy when you are legally now a part of the organization?
Yeah.
Right? You're not a player anymore. You're now quote unquote a part of the executive team as well. Mm-hmm. Right? So like that. So I think it puts more of an onus on the players as well, to make sure they're doing what, and who knows, maybe that shit really does burn out some of the trash players like you were talking about. The 60% that's just trash. Who knows? I'm not going to be as patient with my star level talent than I am going to be with, the trash people.
Facts.
Get them the fuck out of here, bro. You're not performing? Yeah, nigga, I'm going to the meeting tomorrow and telling niggas, get them the fuck out of here. And more than likely, I've been telling niggas to get them the fuck out of here for a while.
Yeah, that nigga was out all last night, son. That nigga was out all last night.
Get them the fuck out of here, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm working way too hard, my nigga. Get them the fuck out of here,
Facts.
Bro. You can't have that.
Bring somebody in that's going to work.
Exactly.
That's true.
Can't have that.
So I can see it both. I can see it from your point of view as well, but I just think it's going to balance out the league. I believe, and the teams that can't perform, they're not going to. You know what I mean? They're not going to perform. As we see now, there's a lot of teams that we know they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not going to be competitive. Repeated 15th, 14th place in the West or in the East. So
that's facts. Yeah. Anyways, I got to cut, guys.
Yeah. This is our Running Point. If you found this episode to be dope, hit the link in the bio, like, subscribe. We out of here. Peace.